Hello, my sweetheart and gorgeous ones. I woke up this morning thinking there are people out there that need a little bit of loving, and then I also heard and a whole lot of soul. So I thought I'd sit down and do a reading for people out there who need to know that they're loved at the moment. Okay, so this is a general reading. It might not fit, but hopefully you will get something from it, because I think we can all do with a little bit of loving every now and then, or all the time, or, especially from ourselves. If this resonates with you, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. And don't forget that there's always somebody out there for you. Okay, I'm using the Whispers of Love Oracle for today, so let's see. What does my gorgeous one need to hear today? Look, 3. Bang, bang, bang. They're not mucking around today. You're important. Okay, so first things first, we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Oh, my Lord, I've just done that this morning. I had an issue, so I brought it back to love. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. And practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. I love these. Look at this. It's like a little story all in one. Just like a little story all in one. Are you seeing the flow? We get caught up in our thoughts, feeling like we're not wanted, we're not worthy, we're alone. Nobody understands us. That's a big one. That nobody understands us. And we feel like we're just playing a part in a movie. But what this is telling us is that that's not true. And the only thing that's real is love. And that love is, it's a verb. It's not a noun. It's a giving. It's not a getting. If we're seeking love, and this is probably the most loving thing I can say, if you are seeking love from the outside to validate who you are on the inside, my loves, you're looking in the wrong direction. Love comes from the inside. And who is stopping you from giving you the love that you deserve? Listen with your heart. And listen to yourself with your heart. Not what you've been told, not the previous beliefs, not what your parents said or your teachers said or your friends said or your siblings said. None of that. Listen with your own heart and practice compassion. Practice compassion for yourself. Practice compassion for other people. Maybe they weren't able to give you the love they had because they didn't love themselves. So if you don't love yourself, how can you really be loving and giving unconditionally to somebody else? You can't. Loving is an inside out thing. So if you are feeling unloved and unlovable today, my loves, it's not true. It's not true. And what that feeling is telling you is that you don't love yourself. Because if you did, if you truly, truly did, you might feel lonely occasionally, but you would never feel unloved or unlovable or unworthy, because you would know that you were. All right, let's see if we've got any other messages to go with this. This is the Good Tarot. This was one of the hardest lessons I've ever had to learn. For a long time I got wrapped up with loving yourself is ego. Loving yourself is selfish. Loving yourself means you don't love anybody else. And it's all a big lie. Because loving yourself, the only thing about loving yourself is that it puts you as valuable as you put everybody else. There is absolutely no reason why you are not as valuable as everybody else, not as entitled to make mistakes. It is, all self-love is treating yourself as you would treat your best friend or the people you love the most. That's all that is. We've got the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. Truth, wisdom, knowledge, higher knowledge. We've got the Fool, fresh starts and new beginnings. Being called, you're being called to look at things a different way. And that's a very hearing thing, listening with your heart. The Five of Swords can be a bit of a battle, but in this deck, I love this deck, she's walking a tightrope. And this is what happens when you start to learn to love yourself and that you are just as important. You find it very difficult to walk between loving yourself and still giving to others without being taken advantage of. I remember thinking, how can I still be giving and generous and loving, but also look after myself? The two didn't seem to match, and that was when I was on the tightrope then. But what this is saying is, just as people have to learn how to walk a tightrope, you can learn how to balance those two. And the Six of Fire is success. And this is obviously a higher way of travelling. It's got more heart, more support from higher power, and shows you that you are, see all these others the same, you are just as important as everybody else. And if you allow yourself, you can lead other people. You can lead these people to something better. But you have to stock your own ship. You have to see your own worth. Is there anything else for my loves today? Is there anything else for my loves today? I feel it. Whoever this is for, I feel it. I feel that you feel so unheard, unloved, unwanted. And that's not true. Now here, this is what I was talking about. I love Spirit. This is moving on. This is moving on from emotional baggage and turmoil and stocking your ship, taking what you need, taking the valuable things. And see this ship's coming in? See, the ship is coming in to pick you up, and you are going to sail away. But you have to learn how to balance, and that's okay. It's a learning process. We are on the light path. It's not the light, genie gift. It's the light path. We all walk it. We all have to take the steps. And this is showing that you are just as worthy as everybody else. You are just as valuable as everybody else. And you're probably a lot more flexible and agile than I am. And here you've got the Ten of Earth. It is abundance in its glory. It is total and utter abundance. You have strength, you have wisdom, you have stability, you have financial and security abundance. You have everything you could possibly need. And by feeling like you have to give everything you are and everything you have to others in order to reach this, this is what's telling you it's a lie. You don't have to give your heart and soul to have people show you you're valuable. Give it to yourself first. Give it to yourself first, and then you can share your own abundance. But until you do, you have to start over. Until you can see your own worth, you have to start over. You've got nothing. If you're running on empty because you don't have any value in yourself or any love for yourself, how can you possibly give true love, unconditional love, compassion to anybody else? You can't, because you'll always be seeking something from them. And if they can't give it to you, you will go back to feeling that you're not worthy. So I'm here to tell you that you are, and that you are very, very valuable and very, very wanted. And you need to see that for yourself. Ace of Cups. You are the pearl. See that little pearl? You are the pearl. And look at how precious that is. How it's being carried and wrapped. You are precious. You just need to see it yourself. I love you guys. I really do. I really do. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope that this helps, this reaches whoever needs to hear it today. All my love, big hugs, a great big squeezy hug, and a kiss. Bye.